For Houston, there are only 2 losses to Tennessee, and then the loss in Lubbock to Texas Tech. JoJo Tugler jumps for Houston, Kebakeda for BYU, and Houston wins the tip. This is Flemings, the freshman, with the ball in his hand.
Cougar fans need to see some sense of urgency defensively from this team.
There's Sinak, his jumper rattles out, loose ball. Keda and Tugler, and it belongs to BYU.
Well,
there's some of that fight that Kevin Young's looking for. Asked him about the loss at Oklahoma State. He said, too casual, not enough urgency. And he talked about on the defensive end, if his guys don't execute the way he wants, they're coming out of the game.
There's no question there was that sense of urgency at the shoot-around, more so than I've seen from Kevin's teams since he's come into the league.
DeBonsa hands off Saunders, back to DeBonsa. AJ gets it to Wright. And now Davis, shot clock is under 10. Wright hesitates, pull-up jumper. Sinak the rebound, and Milos Uzan the other way.
Good defensive possession right off the bat. Good hands.
And a good turnover forced by BYU. Here's Moo Davis. Feeds inside to Keda, who's blocked. Gets it back, puts it in. And BYU with the first 2 of the game.
Okay, minute in, we see some intensity from BYU, which I think was lacking in the last 40 minutes in Stillwater.
Emmanuel Sharp as they move the basketball. Flemings, who had that brilliant game in the loss, a Houston freshman record. There's a block, but there's Sinak to clean it up and tie this one up at 2.
You just saw the great speed of Kingston Flemings right there. And those 2 freshmen have probably been better than advertised. Kelvin did not want to commit to these guys, but he has, and it's worked.
DeBonsa shake and bake. Jumper wouldn't go. He tried to draw the foul. Kick up ahead. Sinak spins it off the glass and in.
Love this young man. And when I say he didn't want to commit to him, he didn't want to give him anything easy until they earned it. And now in February, John, those 2 freshmen have earned the right to be key guys on his Cougar team.
Keda gets it to Saunders. Uzan right up on him. And they get the foul on Milos Uzan.
Watch the freshman now. This is tremendous speed down the lane. Good challenge by Keda. And Sinak, the 6'11", 240-pound freshman with that 7'5" wingspan, is coming right into your living room.
Yeah, he's actually the highest rated recruit that Houston has had. Saunders triple. In and out, loose ball, Tugler.
That's a good look for Richie Saunders early in this game.
Flemings gets it back from Tugler. Uzan. Sinak was the number 6 overall recruit in the country. Spins away, can't hit. And DeBonsa swoops in for the rebound.
Houston's going to try to crowd the paint on AJ tonight. And you'll see some double teams as well.
Davis fires. Kebakeda. Tugler rips it away. And it's Houston the other way. Houston leading it 4-2 here in the early going. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla from the Marriott Center in Provo. Sinak got it.
I'm telling you,
that's a 3.
Hey, how aggressive has he been early in this game for a freshman? I'm telling you, there's 18 teams here tonight, and he's going to be a really good NBA prospect.
Houston on a 7-0 run, and they have the lead, right, with Sharp on him. DeBonsa. Right, spinning, shot clock winding down. Davis. And Sharp pulls down the board. Houston with the ball up by 5.
Cougs will not mind Davis shooting those threes.
And a foul on BYU.
every single day, and they have made themselves a lot of money by playing for Kelvin Sampson. Little zone now by BYU.
Uzan, a little bit of a fake. Flemings back to Uzan, quarter three. And a great feed as Flemings found Uzan.
Los was in a major slump in December, but that is ancient history right now. He's been on fire lately.
Right as the pressure comes out, as Khalifa Sacco is into the game for Houston. And DeBonsa knocks down the shot, his first 2 points of the game.
He's paying rent in that high paint area because he scores a lot of points in that mid-range.
Emmanuel Sharp, bounce pass, Sacco.
Like Kelvin Sampson told us yesterday, this kid has been a great addition. Played at Sam Houston last year, started his career at junior college, Utah State.
There's the bounce with Sharp on him. Bounce past Saunders in the paint. Davis, ball fake, hangs and hits, and one. Kennard Davis Jr. will go to the line.
That was good ball movement right there because Richie Saunders cut right on the drive by DeBonsa to Saunders to Davis, who drove it with good composure.
One of the things that Kelvin Sampson has done this year with his team, he's developed a little more of a bench. So he's playing more guys this season. We'll see if that ends up helping his team. I mean, heck, you get to the national championship, the national semifinal 2 straight years. It's going pretty well.
It's going pretty well, and on the other hand, BYU shorthanded. Their bench without Dallas Baker particularly, who was a huge factor early in the year. He's out for the year.
Yeah, Dawson Baker and Nate Pickens, 2 guys. And Pickens, a really good defender. So they missed those 2 for sure. There's Flemings. And now Sharp pull-up jumper. That's short. And Davis pulls it down. BYU on the move. And DeBonsa.
They're going to crowd him, John, every time AJ's got that ball.
Davis puts it on the floor, beats Walker, blocked. Inside, offensive putback. That wouldn't go. Loose ball. BYU basketball. Kelvin Sampson saying, jump ball, let's go.
Love the scrap right here. You know Houston's going to bring it every night. Great block by Sacco. And this is what Kevin Young is looking for right now. Now, early in this game, Kennard Davis has got to move the ball more. He's got a number of shots, and we've got to make sure, if you're BYU, that other guys touch it.
Kevin Young in his 2nd season as the BYU head coach, as DJ Carstensen, Tommy Johnson, Chris Pacey get together.
And they were sorting out the shot clock, John.
DeBonsa to inbound. And now it's Rob Wright the third. DeBonsa will try. His 3 wouldn't go, and now Fleming's on the move. There's that quickness, pull-up jumper, mid-range, short. Harwell collects the offensive rebound, back out to Flemings. Flemings puts it on the floor, and he's fouled.
He is
fouled hard.
John, there's an example right there. He's so hard to stay in front of him. He puts the pressure on the defense because he also, for a young player, knows how to use that body.
He's gotten bigger, Frandy. Kingston Flemings played his senior year at about 165 pounds. They have him listed right now at 190.
Yeah, and you can tell. I watched him in high school, And I loved his talent, but he was, I don't want to say a little kid, he wasn't, but he certainly physically matured. A little more zone by BYU to trying to keep the ball from getting deep into the lane.
Uzan with right on him. Shot clock winding down. Harwell off the mark. And Ahmed the rebound. Right. Head of steam. Kick to the corner. Right, a three. BYU within three.
I think Rob Wright's got to have a big night because the defense will crowd AJ. They'll know where Saunders is. But he was brought to BYU to be the third musketeer tonight.
Fleming spins. Back to Uzan. Shot clock winding down. Uzan. Out of bounds. And it stays with Houston with about 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Rob Wright has improved his shooting from his freshman year at Baylor.
You can see he's got tape. Rob Wright does on his left pinky finger. He had surgery on that pinky in the offseason. Kevin Young said he actually thinks ultimately it's probably helped his shooting a little bit.
What it does is it keeps his guide hand from moving a lot. Oh, that's a tough foul because they're going to get a new shot clock. Kostic has got to know with 1.9, don't do anything that's going to put Houston at an advantage, and that just resets the clock. And take a look right here. You just can't hold him. That's
yeah, he's got him wrapped up there.
Yeah,
no
can't
doubt.
do that. You got to be smarter than that.
Mercy Miller checking back in. Flemings will grab a seat. 12:22 to go here, first half. 12-9. Houston leading BYU. Tugler, bounce pass, Sinak. Kick out Uzan. Sharp will fire and hit. He's had a tough year from deep. He shot 41% from three last year. It's just 36 this year, but knocks that one down. DeBonsa stepped through off the glass and in.
Beautiful. Sinak did a good job of slowing him down, but we've seen AJ with that terrific footwork. He almost moves in slow motion on that last part of that drive.
Sharp, little floater, got it. Two more for Emmanuel Sharp, who's really been their leader.
Oh yeah, 5 years, the redshirt year after the broken leg in high school, and he's very close now, inside of 10 threes away from being Houston's all-time deep three-point shooter.
And a bump. And I believe they got good news for Kevin Young's team. Haven't turned it over yet.
No, 0 turnovers. They've done a good job of staying out of traps in pick and rolls and traps in the low post. And the idea when you play Houston is to keep the floor spread so that when you trap and you throw it out of the trap, you have room to operate.
See if BYU could get Saunders going a little bit. DeBonsa here. Saunders. Off the mark and a pretty good look at it, and I believe they got Emmanuel Sharp with the bump. They did. Defenders pop out. DeBonsa swings it. And now Saunders with Uzan on him. Shot clock winding down under 10. Saunders looking for some space. Puts it up. In and out. And Tugler pulls down the rebound.
They've had 2 of those that have gone down and come back out.
Sinak, catch and shoot, and buries it. Ravi, thank you so much. We welcome those of you that just watched Kentucky pick up a win in SEC play. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla here in Provo. And a big one of the Big 12. Davis. Rebound for BYU. Saunders. Got it. High motor guy, and he can shoot it.
Yep, 39% in his career. And they got to get him some looks, and that's a good one. They've got him a couple so far. Energy level by BYU has been good. Offensive execution, not quite solid yet.
Sinak looking for some help with DeBonsa on him. And they get the foul on A.J. DeBonsa.
No.
That'll be DeBonsa's first. All right, so here's what's taken place so far. A.J. with 4 points. Flemings hasn't scored. And Houston with a 5-point advantage.
Best freshman on the floor early in this game has been Chris Sinak with 9. And there's history with A.J. DeBonsa because they have been USA basketball teammates. They're good friends. They know each other well, and Sinak will guard A.J. quite a bit tonight.
Tugler gives it off and finds Uzan. Shot clock under 10. Uzan to the corner. Sinak. And Sharp grabs the rebound. Flemings will try. That's short. And BYU basketball. Oh, and Rob Wright able to knock it down. His second 3 of the game. A 6-0 BYU run. The Marriott Center is rocking. Flemings needs help. Gets it to Tugler. Uzan will try. Davis the rebound, and now a chance to tie it or take the lead with a 3.
Good patience. I like that, John.
Saunders leans in, draws the foul. And Ritchie will go to the line and shoot 2. And a reminder, we got a couple of great games lined up for you on Big Monday. First ACC matchup, NC State and 24th ranked Louisville at 7 Eastern. And then a huge one at Allen Fieldhouse. Franny, you and I will be there for number 1 Arizona and 11th ranked Kansas at 9.
Yeah, Tommy Lloyd said after the game today, the win over Oklahoma State, Jayhawk fans will be out for blood, and that place will be absolutely electric. And John, 7 in a row for the Jayhawks. Peterson didn't have a great game today, but he played. And this looks like a vintage Bill Self team that we're so used to over the last 23 years.
Mihailo Bošković checking in for BYU. Joining Davis, Wright, Saunders, and Keita. And Saunders makes 1 out of 2 out of bounds, and it'll be Houston basketball.
Let's go back and revisit Wednesday night, where this BYU team lost 99-91 in Stillwater to Oklahoma State. Their defense was atrocious. There was no sense of urgency. And tonight, with their backs to the wall, they are playing with a great sense of purpose.
Flemings almost turned it over. Sinak in the corner. Shot clock under 10. Flemings with Wright on him. Gotta go. Flemings pulls up and hits.
Good defense, but better offense. Kingston Flemings, he doesn't look like he's 6'4", but just shot it right over Rob Wright, the third right there.
First points of the night for Kingston Flemings. Right step back, high arcing shot. Loose ball. And it's Houston basketball.
In high school and for USA basketball as well. Great young man, great talent.
Sinak buries a three straight on.
Hey, John, I'm going to tell you, he's one of my favorite kids coming into this draft. 6'11", 7'5" wingspan, professional rebounder, and he's got three-point range. I would be really excited about this young man if I was an NBA team.
Bošković inside finds Queta. That rolls out. Queta can't get it to go.
Hey, but Queta's got to make those bunnies, especially against a team that doesn't give that up much.
Inside, and Sacco gets fouled, and Khalifa will go to the line. Another reminder, first place in the SEC on the line, our ABC Sunday women's basketball matchup as Joyce Edwards at third-ranked South Carolina. Those 19th ranked Tennessee. It's tomorrow, 3 Eastern, ABC and ESPN app.
The young lady from 15th and Diamond in Philadelphia has built a dynasty in Columbia, South Carolina. Dawn Staley, what a great player she was. Played at Virginia. I think the assistant coach back then was a guy named Gino Auriemma. Gino from Philly, Dawn Staley from Philly.
That last foul, by the way, was on Richie Saunders, and that is 2 on Saunders.
John, this kid Sacco, to compare it to the NBA, it's like picking up a free agent, you know, like a veteran free agent that can give you minutes. They've been really pleased with his effort inside off the bench.
Saunders, I think he might have stepped out of bounds. He did. And a turnover. Houston, the lead is 8.
You have to educate your feet if you're going to shoot the corner three.
Now, one of the things for Houston, Fran, on the offensive end, the advantage, basically like having 2 point guards, 2 ball handlers in Flemings and Uzan. 2 guys do such a good job. Look at that. High off the window for Flemings. A 9-0 run, largest lead of the game.
We call that organized off balance because he practices that wrong foot layup.
Good hands by Sinak.
With this coaching staff, and I think that he is probably into this game maybe a little bit more than normal.
Debonsa with Sinak on him. Debonsa's been quiet with just 4 points. Hasn't had a ton of touches. Shot clock under 10. Saunders. And that's off the mark from Kostic. Loose ball. And the foul is on Queta. That's his first.
That whole play started because Milos Uzan blocked out a bigger guy at the top of the key, and he kept BYU from getting that ball. That will not show up on the stat sheet, but it will be pointed out in the film session. And he threw his body out there. Take a look at him right now.
When you talk about a team that plays hard every single night, and that's the Houston Cougars, no question about it. You mentioned you go there, you know you're going to get coached hard.
Yep.
Tipped out of bounds, and it's off of Sharp.
Now, I think what Kevin Young has to do here, and again, you're dealing with a great defense, and they're collapsing on AJ. They need a little bit more side-to-side movement, and then they've got to try to find him in some space. Not easy to do. Right now he's being guarded by a guy that's 5 inches shorter.
So here's Wright now with Flemings on him. Debonsa. Debonsa step back. That jumper won't go. Out of bounds. And it stays with BYU.
What makes it so hard to score if your AJ is on that drive, there was a second defender already coming over. So what did he do? He shot a contested step back, and that's the scouting report. We watched it for the last 24 hours.
A really tough shot.
It's a tough shot.
Debonsa gets it into Ahmed. Ito playing in just his 10th game this year. Here's Uzan. Houston on the move. Flemings. Uzan jumper. And pulling down the rebound is Hadim Boop. They're going to call a foul on Houston.
Watch this, John. Now, AJ, he thinks he can get to the baseline, but watch the help come over right here. You see the defender, Sacco, is basically almost double teaming him, so it forces AJ to take a tough shot. And let me say this, AJ is not struggling right now. He's got 2 and 3 defenders on him. When he gets to the NBA, he's going to have so much more space. The game plan by Kelvin Sampson is to make sure that he sees 2 and 3 bodies.
And it's something Kevin Young talked to us about, that in the NBA, it's not something you see very much. 2 people coming at one guy. That usually gets carved up in the NBA. You see it right here.
Yes, there you go.
That one deflected. Fleming's able to corral it. Fleming, jumper blocked. DeBonsa got him. Right in amongst the trees, kicks it back out. Foul on the floor. They get Kingston.
He was in a small studio apartment down in Soho, okay? There's just no room for him. But I want to mention what Malcolm said. We underestimate that this team never takes bad shots. They do not take bad shots.
Down goes everybody as Boop and Harwell and Walker really got hammered.
Great effort. This is just terrific effort. They just like a bowling alley. This team's so deep, we haven't even mentioned JoJo Tugler tonight. Last year's Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 12.
So Houston basketball, as Walker will grab a seat after getting whacked in the face.
John, you made this point about having 2 point guards, and it's such a luxury for a freshman. There have only been 5 point guards in Kelvin's 11, 12 years. But to have Uzan help Flemings, who's out right now, is like having 2 co-pilots flying across the country.
Mercy Miller rebounds his own miss. Uzan wide open. That one rolls out. Loose ball. And eventually Kostic comes away with it. DeBonsa on the floor and one. A.J. DeBonsa. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to defend that any better.
You couldn't. I was watching Harwell the whole way. He's backing up. There's no way he can get legal, and he can't do anything about that. That was a really smart play by AJ. When you have a defender backpedaling in transition, the worst thing you could do is stop. Just go right at him, and that's exactly what AJ did right there.
Leading the nation in scoring, A.J. DeBonsa. He has lived up to the billing. The #1 freshman in the country, may end up being the #1 pick of the draft. Milos Uzan at Houston leading by 8. We close in on 3 to go. And Harwell rattles a 3-pointer home, and Houston has an 11-point advantage.
And that young man is somewhat home because he played down the road in high school, and he's from Pocatello, Idaho, only 2.5 hours away. He said he's got about 20 family and friends here tonight.
Wright gets into the paint. High arcing shot will go. Robert Wright III, the transfer from Baylor. Harwell way downtown.
Hey, Kostic has given Kevin Young good minutes tonight with some toughness as well. The young man from Austria.
And a foul. They'll get that on Sinak.
Well, we've seen Rob Wright take over games. He did it at Texas Tech in a close loss, but what he can do against this defense is he can break you down because he's so elusive. And with all the attention on Saunders and Debonsa, I keep mentioning that he has to have a key night tonight. There you see his numbers from last year, and he was very rarely involved in pick and roll last year at Baylor because they trapped the ball out of his hands.
So here's Debonsa at the line. And one of the things he's done such a good job of drawing fouls, getting to the line. In fact, he set a new BYU freshman record, most free throws attempted in a season. But he's got that knack for drawing fouls. And AJ and the Spider-Man shoes knocked down a couple. And here comes the crowd. Fleming's going to work on Boop.
Wow.
Hesitates.
Wow.
Off the glass and in.
Wow. There were about 15 NBA scouts that just held their breath and got excited. Wow.
Good look. Debonsa able to find Abdullah Ahmed. Seven-point game under 90 seconds to go. Flemings will try. Debonsa, it's a three. A 9-2 BYU run, and they're within 4. Fleming's got to go. Lost the handle. Oh, they got a foul.
Oh, boy, I'm not sure. But let's go back. They got that foul, but watch Fleming's now. This is electric. And AJ, we told you he needs some space. He's got it. I wasn't sure about that one. That foul call.
So Flemings will go to the line, a 1-and-1 spot. 83% free throw shooter.
He's really improved his shooting since arriving in June to Houston. He shoots a side spin ball, but it's been effective. Let's take a look now. Is this a foul? Watch the drive. Hard to tell from that angle.
Hadim Boop charged with that foul.
Violation. Doesn't matter.
And Flemings knocks it down. Kingston Flemings talked about just how hard the Cougars work in terms of their fitness level. He said it's like being thrown in the ocean and you have to learn how to swim.
It's like joining the Navy SEALs, right? Two McDonald's All-Americans from last year, head-to-head at top of the key.
Harwell on Debonsa. Debonsa. And a foul on Houston.
I'll tell you what AJ just did, John. He had the defense think he was going left, and the screen was set late. We call it a Farajao screen. The defense thought he was going to drive left. They flipped the screen at the last minute, and he went right and picked up 2 more free throws. I want you to watch how patiently A.J. DeBonsa is right here. See how it looked like it was going left? And Ahmed set the screen late, and that allowed him to get to the lane. And you know how hard it has been for him to get to the lane tonight.
.7 to go. Dominique Diamande has checked into the game for BYU. Timeout on the court, back in.
To score, it's easier to score. This kid will score easier in the NBA because of the players that will be around him.
Flemings puts it on the floor, off the window. Tiptoe by Tugler. Oh boy, what a play. JoJo Tugler
played with a lot of energy. And defensively, they've been solid. They've just got to put the ball in the basket. They've missed a couple easy shots. But give them credit for showing up and playing with some urgency.
Kingston Flemings, as he feeds Tugler at that big tip in to end the first half. Tugler with Keita on him, and Tugler bullies him and puts it in for 2.
What's so good about Kelvin Sampson, he knows JoJo Tugler was somewhat non-existent in the first half. So by design, he goes right into his junior big guy, and he delivers.
Lob attempt for Keita. Couldn't finish, and then they get the foul called.
JoJo took a shot. Keita went right through JoJo's face on that.
So Tugler now with 2 fouls. And Keita is at the line. Keita on the year a 56% free throw shooter. In his career, it's been about 50%.
And he's 1 for 5 tonight, and some of those 4 misses were point blank range, which you can't give away against this Houston defense.
Houston has lost twice this year, once to Tennessee and once to Texas Tech.
John, Houston is 42-5 in the Big 12.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Going back to JoJo if they can.
Keita taps it away. Shot clock is at 9. And Davis, good work as he saved it off of Tugler.
Is that insane, those numbers?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the American Conference, I think the overall thought was you go 46-7 and you're going to go to the Big 12, which had already established itself as good a college basketball conference as there is. I don't think everybody anticipated that they would continue at that level. DeBonsa inside, and his first 2 of the second half.
Yeah, he went right at Sanak, and he had a little more space than normal. You could tell AJ's face that he's going to be into this next 19 minutes.
Sharp kick out. Uzan got it.
Oh boy, I'll tell you, we mentioned it earlier. Lowe said he couldn't buy a basket in December, but not to worry.
Keita gets it back, tipped out of bounds. Houston basketball.
Let's watch AJ now. He gets a head of steam on Sanak, and there's just no way Sanak can get in front. And again, we always talk about that great footwork. And then Lowe Uzan, the young man, the transfer from Oklahoma. You play point guard for Kelvin Sampson. It's It really is a hard job, but a rewarding job because it's going to coach the heck out of you.
So there's a challenge on the court. The last call.
Whoever is handling the challenges.
Uzan kicks left side. Sinak gets a piece of the paint. Up and under. Makeda with the block.
Interesting. That was close. Don't think it hit the backboard.
Saunders
fouled him. He got him.
3 free throws for Richie Saunders.
Let's go back and watch that block by Makeda. Terrific. Does it hit the board? Nope. Looks like a good block right there. And then Sinak does foul Richie Saunders. He was late to the getting over the screen. And oftentimes when you're late, you make up for it with hustle that leads to a foul.
Now in that one, if they wanted, well, they can't because it wasn't called. But the other component is if it was coming down, correct?
Correct.
It could still have been a goaltend even if it hadn't hit the glass.
That's right. And again, because there's no call, there's no challenge.
Right.
Now think about this. BYU has had a hard time scoring. They're going to be within 5 if Saunders makes this free throw. I would expect this crowd to really get into this game.
Sinak charged with the foul. He's got 3. And this is a 5-point game. Here at the Marriott Center in Provo. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla. Good feed inside. Tugler.
So good. They worked on that play yesterday, knowing that the big guy would corral Flemings, but the big fella never got back to the basket.
A little shake and bake for Wright. And a foul on Milos Uzan, his second.
Watch this, John. They take Cater away from the basket. It's almost a double team, but Cater's got to he's got to retreat quicker. Retreat quicker, not retweet.
It's okay.
What I do a lot during the day on my.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I even retweet some of your stuff.
I felt like you were doing a little Elmer Fudd there, was what I thought was happening. Here's DeBonsa now.
Yes. Look at that help.
Kick out Davis. Got it. Shot clock under 10. Flemings being harassed. Feed inside. Tugler gets hit.
Let's go back and watch some good basketball right here. They open the court for AJ. They bring Tugler to double team him, and then AJ kicks it out. That was good offense, good defense, good offense.
That last foul on Makeda, his second. Flemings to inbound. Houston by 4. Uzan here. Walker got to get something up. Feed inside. Tugler for 2.
How about Ramon Walker? He was looking for a bailout and made a great pass, the 5th-year senior.
Wright, full head of steam and 1. Robert Wright III will go to the line. It's just not the way he's wired.
He's a pro guy.
Yep.
And you don't yell at pros. You can, but not often. My son told me, you can't coach in the NBA, Dad. You yell too much. He's right.
You don't yell anymore, though.
No, I only yell at you when you.
Right. Fleming swings it sharp. Tugler's got 6 of their 9 second-half points. Fleming's lost the handle. Davis on him. And they bring another defender. Walker to the corner. It's a good look at it. Saunders been pretty quiet.
They surround him, don't they?
Saunders at the basket. It rolls out. And Saunders gets it back. And he's fouled.
Well, Kevin Young told us last year when we asked him, will Richie Saunders play in the NBA? And he said, he'll make it because of his toughness. We got to keep an eye on this right now. That is not good. But the jump shot is a given. We'll keep an eye on Kingston Fleming's. But Richie Saunders' toughness unquestioned.
Three-point game. Saunders. DeBonsa for the tie. 46 apiece. AJ knocks it down, and he's got 18. It's the first tie since it was 2-2. Sharp can't hit. And now BYU a chance to take the lead. Right into the paint, off the glass and in. And for BYU, their first lead since it was 2-0. Harwell hobbled, and he'll make his way off the court, and here is DeBonsa, the tying 3.
Well, what I love about BYU is everything is downhill right now. You see right here, this is where Kingston goes down, but he's back out there, and Harwell's injury.
You can see the left ankle roll.
Yeah. Looked a little more serious, but Kingston Fleming's back quickly. And this is urgency if you're looking for it from BYU.
How about this crowd here at Marriott Center? Sharp step back, got it.
Wow, how big was that? Over a good defender.
48 apiece. Emmanuel Sharp knocking it down. Right. Got it. Rob Wright answers. And that's his third 3 of the game. Sinak.
Big time. Cool as a customer.
Sinak with 14, and it's BYU by a point.
Rob Wright's got that look. There's the space. There's the space. There's the space.
Oh, DeBonsa almost with a poster. And an and one. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Rob Wright's gravity now is opening up for AJ. First he knocks down the 3. And he's got AJ to the line. That was a great design play by Kevin Young, because what they did was they know they're going to trap the point guard, and when you throw it back to AJ DeBonsa, it's like playing one-on-one as a wide receiver. He had room.
That rattles out. Wright with 16, DeBonsa with 18. And 1 out of 2 for AJ. Two-point game. Flemings with Davis on him. Sanak will try. Can't hit. Rebound Davis. DeBonsa to Saunders.
Oh, too much. Too much mustard.
And Kebakeda goes down in the corner.
You know, John, regardless of the outcome of this game, this is exactly what Kevin Young wanted from his team. They were so lifeless Wednesday night in Stillwater, and we saw it on his face, and we heard him today. And this is what BYU should look like.
Kevin Young saying there was no urgency in Stillwater. It was too casual. And they played with that urgency here tonight. Keda.
Keep in mind, he may be a guy Houston can foul down the stretch.
Big foul disparity here in the second half. Flemings buries that jumper. And we're tied up at 52 apiece.
I know I've said it a couple times, John. How good are these three freshmen?
Yeah.
They are mature beyond their years.
Right at the basket. And they get it over the back, and that will be on Keda. That'll be his third. AJ DeBonsa.
It's critical of Moo Davis early in the game. Took 4 shots. I love his energy defensively. He's out right now. And Kevin Young's going to bring in Boop and Ahmed. 2 athletic guys that can match the physicality of that Houston Cougar defense.
So DeBonsa sitting, no, not sitting, I beg your pardon. Kostic has checked in.
And Boop, who's done this all year, can guard the most athletic guy on the floor, and he's guarding Fleming right now. Boop goes about 6'8".
Flemings puts it on the floor. Good job by Saunders to sniff out that pass.
It's almost like Kevin Young has told his team, if you got room to drive it, get to the rim.
Nice feed. Oh, and a block by Tugler.
I'll tell you what now, Ahmed, you got to score that, buddy. That was a great play by DeBonsa. You played in the G League. Come on, go right up with it. Great play by Tugler.
Houston's going to challenge this.
That's probably been said before.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Good work by this officiating crew here tonight. Tugler with Ahmed on him. Flemings picks up the dribble, gives Uzan. Flemings jumper. DeBonsa, Euro step, finger roll, wouldn't fall. Possession arrow, it belongs to BYU.
AJ in the open court right there. Flemings meets the challenge.
So So 52 apiece.
Hey, we're going to be in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah, that'll be on Monday. It'll be rocking. And Saunders did well on a high pass to throw it off of a Houston leg.
Tommy Lloyd's team, John, set a record today. 23 straight wins. It eclipses that great 96-97 Kansas team who won 22 in a row. And we know we've done it before. It's going to be madhouse Monday night.
Sharp with the steal, picks it up at the basket, throws it down. And the fans wanted to travel.
Kelvin Sampson has said to us many times, my best perimeter defender is Emmanuel Sharp.
And remember, they lost J1 Roberts, as Kelvin Sampson calls him. You called him the culture warrior.
Yep.
I asked Kelvin, who's the culture warrior now? He said Emmanuel Sharp.
No question. They've had many of them in 12 years.
Saunders lost the handle, kicked it over to DeBonsa. Ball fake, jumper, got it. DeBonsa with 21. .54 apiece, under 10 to go. And Kostic fouls Flemings.
This is just tremendous. He never gets sped up. Watch now. This excellent defense, little bump, up fake, step through. And we always say that that's his real estate in that high paint area. I'm in love with him. I've said this, John. If Kevin Garnett came back as a small forward, it would be A.J. DeBonsa, because he plays with such a competitiveness.
Flemings inside jumper, that'll go.
Oh man, these freshmen.
That is a tough shot, contested. Saunders catch and shoot. And a foul on Davis. Moo Davis with the over the back, or the push from behind, his first foul. And a couple of quick fouls on BYU. The fans reacting and seeing the replay, didn't like it.
I'll tell you, I don't have if I was coaching, if I was Kevin Young, I'd have no problem with that foul, because Moo Davis has been very gritty tonight.
Flemings at the basket, and it's rejected. Are they going to count it?
Now they can't count it because there's no call.
Kelvin Sampson giving Tommy Johnson an earful.
That's a good piece of officiating. And he just told Kelvin enough. And I think Kelvin probably has to go back and coach his team.
Inside and one, Kingston Flemings.
Well, let's watch the block first and see what all the commotion was about. Was it on its way down? It was. They missed it, okay? But guess what? Kingston Flemings comes to the rescue. Watch that finish at the rim. He is so good at finishing over the lane.
I'm with you. It was coming down. I'll also tell you this.
Yes.
I give Tommy Johnson a lot of credit, because Kellen and Kelvin were right next to him, in his ear. I mean, barking at him at an 11, and he just stood there and listened to it, and no technical, and here we are.
I 100% agree with you. This is, like I said, I don't want to jinx him, but it's been extremely well officiated.
Davis.
Look at Richie Saunders.
Makeda, a little bit strong.
He's done that tonight 4 or 5 times. Can't afford to do that against this defense. It's like a wide receiver dropping a wide open pass. Look at him.
Flemings, Tugler, kick out Sharp. And then tipped out. And then DeBonsa. A.J. DeBonsa will shoot 2 when we return. We get a good one here in Provo.
Game down at Chapel Hill. I don't know if it's the best. It's not the best freshman class of all time. That would be 79 with, I don't know, 12 Hall of Famers. But there are so many consolation prizes for the 10 teams that are tanking right now. And by the way, just to put it in perspective, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went 11th in the draft. And he's the best guard in the league right now. There you see our top 5 right now, not etched in stone. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Wow, Tommy Johnson had somebody pulling on Keita's jersey. It was Tugler.
So the foul on JoJo Tugler, that's his 4th.
Well, that's his story the last few weeks because he cannot keep himself out of foul trouble. Yeah. So you can't do that, JoJo.
Right.
Just can't do that.
Well, it's too obvious.
Well, there's 3 officials. They got 6 eyes. Seriously.
Keita.
Boy, oh boy. Oh!
And that one falls. About 50% in his career from the line, Keita. This year, it's 56%.
Remember what I told you this in the past when I coached a 50% free throw shooter? I would be just make one. I mean, just make one. If you make 2, it's like hitting the lottery.
Yeah. Flemings with the basketball. 4-point advantage for Houston.
One thing about Houston, John, they are so good at executing their half-court offense. Doesn't always go in, but they know what they're doing.
Houston trying for the lob. Good hands by BYU. And Davis lost it.
Got to give it up sooner. He was messing with it at midcourt. Give it up to somebody in the open court.
Uzan here. Shot clock winding down. Sharp step back. And that rolls out. Sinek grabs the rebound. Tosses it out. And Houston will set it back up.
Good double team.
Shot clock under 10. Flemings fires. Sacco, huge rebound.
That's what those big guys do. They don't even mess around with trying to score.
Flemings absorbs the bump. And one. Oh, my goodness. He is something else. Kingston Flemings. And a foul on Rob Wright.
John, our friend Jay Wright would love this because he taught when you get a defender in the air, go to his body. And that is so well done. A lot of young players will avoid the contact, but you get that guy helplessly in the air, you go right at his body.
Kingston Flemings with 17. As Saunders rebounds the miss. 6-point BYU deficit. DeBonsa has 21. And BYU looking to chip away.
Got a mismatch, they think.
DeBonsa inside, a little bit short. And the throwdown, AJ. And he wanted the foul. It has been a great crowd here tonight in Provo. Sharp jumper. Sharp the rebound. Houston is a brilliant offensive rebounding team. Sinek.
Wow.
And that is huge. For most of this game, Houston had not been hitting the offensive glass. The last few minutes, the offensive glass has been huge for Houston.
Without a doubt. This Sinek matchup with his buddy has been great. Foul.
DeBonsa will go to the line. AJ continues to draw the contact.
This is what they do. If they don't have a layup on those offensive rebounds, John, they'll always kick it out. And Sinek picks up a foul. But he's been absolutely, he's good. I love him. I don't know where they put him in the mock draft, but he's going to be a long-time NBA player. He's just turned 19.
Here's DeBonsa's first. Coming up on Monday, it's Big Monday indeed. ACC matchup, NC State and Louisville at 7 Eastern. And then from Allen Fieldhouse, undefeated #1 Arizona against #11 Kansas. That comes your way at 9, and you and I will be there along with Angel Gray.
I'll tell you, the most improved player in the country this year is Flory Badunga. And right now, I think he will be the defensive player of the year. Now,
in the nation.
In the nation. Now,
okay.
Wait a minute. Chinaloo at Florida, yes. Krivas at Arizona, yes. Tugler, yeah, they're all in the conversation. Today, I think it's Flory Badunga.
For Houston, the lead is 4. We're under 5 to go. Uzan. Flemings grabs it, off balance shot, rolls off. Sacco offensive rebound. Oh my goodness.
What a play. What a play by the youngster from Sam Houston State. He's a 5th-year graduate transfer.
Saunders into the paint, spinning, looking for space. Still looking, had it knocked away. And it's Houston basketball. Khalifa Sacco.
He was stuck. Gotta love it. Young man grew up in Rouen, France.
Played junior college ball his first 2 seasons, then Sam Houston State last year. Utah State the year before that.
It's like a free agent signing in the NBA.
Kingston Flemings, 2 more, just too quick.
And you can't put, Boop is a good defender, but that's a mismatch.
Right at the basket, to the corner, Boop. Saunders tried to save it, and it's Houston ball.
Flemings looked at his coach, put his hand up and said, I got this.
Kingston Flemings, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Uzan. And Walker flies in.
Amazing. Houston basketball at its best.
To the corner, Uzan. Uzan floater, a little bit strong. Look at that note at the bottom. Houston with 6 offensive rebounds in the last 3:45. That has been a really big part of it.
It's in their DNA. It really is. 12th year, 11th consecutive 20-win season, 6 straight Sweet 16s. You know, you and I, we asked Kelvin last year, what happens when you have a bad practice? And he looked at us and he said, we don't have bad practice.
Khalifa Sacco, 9 for 14 from the free throw line this year. gets that one.
You remember he saved the game. He saved the game down in Birmingham against Auburn. Tugler fouled out, and he had the block shot to save that win over the Tigers.
1 out of 2. The lead is 9. We close in on 3 to go. Marriott Center here in Provo, Utah. John Shelby, Fran Fraschilla. And again, Scott Van Pelt coming up. Sports Center at the conclusion of our game as Ahmed throws it down.
That's it. Good play. AJ brought some traffic and a terrific bounce pass.
Fleming swings it over to Uzan. Back to Flemings as they use some clock. Walker gives off Uzan. Shot clock winding down. Uzan, high arcing shot. Wouldn't go. That one tipped. And it belongs to BYU.
Let's go back, John. We talk about AJ and the traffic he causes. There's the great help and a terrific pass inside to Ahmed. Well done.
(68-61). DeBonsa was quiet early in this game. AJ swings it to Saunders. Here's Wright. And Rob Wright will go to the line and shoot 2.
What you got to do if you're Kingston Flemings right there is when the offensive player stops, you throw your hands back. And it's something that these young players are not used to. Jay Wright taught it at Villanova. Throw your hands back behind your head so the official can see that there's no problem with verticality.
And you could see the redshirt senior and their leader, Emmanuel Sharp, put his arm around Kingston Flemings. Some instructions. Sinak will check back in. Sharp, the kid from Tampa. As Wright misses the free throw. And over the back, did they get Boop?
Yes, they did.
And that's his 3rd.
And JoJo's going to go to the foul line and has improved from the line. He's 67% on the season. This will be a 1-and-1. I've watched a lot of tape of Sinak. He's very dangerous on the offensive free throw lane. Keep an eye on him. He's the best defensive blockout guy in the country on the free throw lane. I don't know if anybody's ever said that about him, but keep an eye on him. He's sneaky. But he can't commit a foul either.
Can I just tell you,
Ahmad,
the best defensive free throw blockout guy in the country. That's somebody who's watching too much.
I have video for you. I have video for you.
The best free throw defensive blockout guy in the country. I love you, buddy.
Before the Super Bowl tomorrow, I will show you.
I'm with you.
And it happened by accident.
20 years of marriage, and I just heard something new again. DeBonsa fires. Got it! Buries a 3, and he wanted the foul. Closing in on 90 seconds. We got a 5-point game. Sharp will try. Oh, and it goes.
No, you don't.
It was in, it was out, and then back down. Davis trying to answer. Sinak the rebound. And they go possession arrow, and it belongs to Houston.
Well, AJ DeBonsa has been outstanding tonight. He shows you everything in the toolbox. And then Emmanuel Sharp, remember, he's the young man that had the opportunity at the end of that Florida game. And we've been around him a little bit this year. It hasn't rattled him at all. He'll be the all-time leading three-point shooter in Houston history. And probably a game we do in the next couple weeks, because we're going to see these guys a lot.
Saw an interview with him, I think it was with Brian Hammer. You talk about a guy that you want as your leader. One of the lines that he talked about, because they run these shuttles, right? You know, the gassers like most teams do. But he said with a straight face, we don't do a lot of undeserved running. When we run a lot, we deserve it.
Yes, yep. You know, a great story about Juwan Roberts, John, while we have a chance. He's the winningest player in Houston history. Kelvin Sampson kept Juwan Roberts out of practice, and Juwan said, I'm not leaving. He would not leave.
Well, that kind of sums up Houston basketball, no doubt. Well done there by Flemings, up to Sharp.
It's been a good effort. Yeah, good effort by BYU. They played this hard rest of the year. They're going to win a lot of games.
They get the foul on Moo Davis.
John, the hardest part in this league when you lose 5 out of 6 is 3 weeks feels like 3 months.
Sure.
So it's not easy what they're going through. And remember, it's not a deep team. They lost some key guys to injuries.
Here's Saunders now. Eight-point game as Kevin Young will draw it up.
Probably got to draw up a 3 here. And
Kingston Fleming's here tonight, though. Boy, has he been really good. 19 points, 5 assists.
You know, he's the fastest player in the country to me, at least the guys I've seen. But his skill level's gotten better and better. I saw this young man a lot in high school, USA basketball. He got cut last year, which was a shock to me, but he also won a gold medal for USA basketball in 3x3, which is the sport I was involved with. We have some fun talking about that, but look at this kid. And he's a great kid, too. He knew he was going to get coached hard. He's yelled at all the time. Kelvin's a master of ripping a guy down and then building him up.
Well, there's a lot of love there. I mean, there's a connection that this entire staff has with these kids. And I think more than anything, even though Kelvin is intense and there is yelling, there is never any doubt from the kids playing for him that they are cared for and they are loved.
They never make a face. There's no bad body language.
What's going on here? Why is Kingston Flemings?
They're having fun. Look at DeBetts and Young. I mean, excuse me, Flemings. They've gone to battle many times on the grassroots circuit.
Mihailo Bošković, shooter, inbound.
Yep, shooter. It's got to be a three-point play here. Remember, Kevin Young comes from the NBA, and this is what they're good at. They're getting the clock right. Tommy Johnson's over by us. Maybe he's trying to get the clock right.
I think that's probably right. By the way, for BYU, the last time they lost 4 consecutive games, it was 2023, and it was when they were in the West Coast Conference at Pepperdine, at Gonzaga, against Santa Clara, and against St. Mary's.
Well, this is a different animal night to night.
No question.
Yep.
Bošković now to inbound. Saunders.
They switched and doubled.
Ooh.
Close. I know why. I know why.
You could have had to travel before you had the contact.
I agree. And that's 5 on Tugler.
So Tugler is done.
BYU ran a jump shot play for Saunders, but Houston smothered it with a double team. Hey, John, let me say this about A.J. Debonsa. I've heard people write that there's been a couple games he struggled, right? The only reason he struggles is when you put 3 guys on him. Seriously.
Yeah.
You know, Texas Tech put 4 guys in the lane. Other people have run doubles at him. This kid's had an amazing freshman year.
And Ahmed makes that one.
Back in for BYU, number 30, Pete Davis, replacing number 5, Mihailo Bosmanic.
Could just hear
Yes, good coaching.
Kelvin Sampson yelling to Emmanuel Sharp, we have 3 timeouts. Toss up ahead to Sharp. Debonsa chasing after him.
They don't want to foul Sharp. They got to foul somebody.
And they foul Uzan. Milos Uzan, 81% from the stripe.
Can we get back to the yelling again? Because
who's yelling? You're yelling?
I'm yelling at you.
Okay.
But
yes.
He yelled at Uzan today. But do you remember what he said right after that? He said, "You're playing as well as any point guard in America."
I mean, he looked right at him.
No. And this kid had a tough act to follow, replacing Jamal Shed. All he did in 1 year is help take this team to a national championship game.
I'll tell you, Jamal Shed, in the last, I'd say, like 7 years, probably for me, one of the more memorable players that we've gotten a chance to watch in terms of just a heart and soul type player, super talented.
Yep.
But playing with that high motor. Right to Davis. And now Fleming's rebounds. And that is going to do it. Sharp in the corner. And a foul. Kingston Fleming's 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he is our Phillips 66 player of the game.
Not enough superlatives to talk about his nights, and that was good. Debonsa was outstanding. We'll see another great one.
Of the 19, by the way, 11 in the second half. So he saved his best for the final 20.
Hey, guess what? We see Koa Pete and Darren Peterson on Monday night. Flory Batunga, Toby Awaka.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yep. Tommy Lloyd's just done an amazing job. They got 8 starters.
Well, we get to go from one great atmosphere to another. Folks here at Marriott Center did great work here, but wasn't quite enough as Houston goes on the road, picks up the win, and the Cougars